It is time once again for The Law and You right here on Eyewitness News. Back with us tonight, attorneys Greg Fellerman and Ed Ciarimboli. Gentlemen, good evening.
We're
Chomping at the bit.
Chomping at the bit. We're ready to start
Let's
the week
go.
off right.
Let's do it. All right, here's the question tonight. We'll get down to business for Jen in East Stroudsburg. Jen says, I have a medical disability and my employer refuses to make accommodations for me. I have asked multiple times and no one wants to help. Can I sue my employer for not giving me an accommodation? How does that work?
Well, okay, so Jen, you can, but there's a bunch of steps that you need to go through first before you could actually file a lawsuit against your employer. You first need to go to the EEOC. You got to file a claim with the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. You got to file a claim with them. There's a couple of administrative steps that you got to go through.
Right to sue.
Yeah, a right to sue if you're involved with a union. You got to go to your union. But ultimately, at the end of the day, the employer, if you have a disability, a documented disability, the employer must comply with the American with Disabilities Act, and they must give you an accommodation. But there are some legal hurdles that you got to make sure that you clear in order to be able to perfect your claim.
Yeah, I just handled
Yeah.
one, and they're nice cases, but you really got to, do it right. And a lot has to do with you making sure you're documenting and doing what you're supposed to do. And if you really have the disability, making sure your doctors are on board, supporting you, and then the claims come together nice. Because if at the end of the day, the good news is attorney's fees are paid separate from the award. So we submit a bill, we get paid for our time, you get your money, and it's the process. The government, that's in place is actually very favorable to the people if you have the right claim.
Yep.
For those that need legal advice, how can they reach you?
Just call us, 570-714-HURT. See us on the web, 714hurt.com.
Yeah, I mean, the whole goal is they want people to work. And even with people who may have either a physical or intellectual challenge, they still have a right to work. And that's really the whole thing. They want to work, give them the accommodation so that they can work and be part of a productive environment.
Results matter with attorneys Greg Fellerman and Ed Ciarimboli. Gentlemen, thanks for being here tonight.
You're welcome.
Don't forget, PAHomepage.com and the Law and You hotline are always open.